Coriander is an integral part of Indian food, right from making chutneys to garnishing to adding to curries. This is the most important ingredient, and I think without this ingredient, Indian food does not become complete. Now the beauty is coriander like this with small leaves is very good when you incorporate them in cooking, in curries. The ones which have big leaves like this is perfect for garnishing, like this. So what you need to do is, you just need to pluck like this and put it in a bowl of ice water so that they remain nice and firm. So all these big leaves like this is perfect for garnishing. Pluck coriander like this, small leaves better, put it in a bath of ice bath actually, and let it remain like this. This would keep the coriander nice and firm, and the smell of coriander leaves is a beauty. It's beautiful actually, smells beautiful, and that's what enhances the flavor of curries. This one becomes nice and firm after being in ice bath for some time. So it's very good for garnishing. So you can place it on top of curries and it looks good. Let me just cut this off. Now a few things which I must share is, number one, coriander stems, roots actually. So as you want to chop coriander roots, chop them off, keep them. For hospitality professionals, now this root is very good for making Indian stocks, for curries. You can always use this. Now these are overpowering, so remember to use them sparsely when you put it in the stocks. So this is good for making a tomato basil soup or a tomato tulsi shorba or a tomato shorba or a dal shorba. This is very good. In vegetarian food, this enhances the flavor in all the shorbas, right? So I keep this aside. Now, for all the homemakers who are watching me, sometimes we keep telling to add celery, So what happens? In smaller cities, you don't get celery. There you go. This part that you see, the stems that I'm picking up, I remove this. So this stem, not the leaves, I don't want the leaves here, I just want the stems. So remove this. So these stems can be used as alternatives to celery in smaller cities in India. So what you can do is chop them. So when we tell you, in a recipe use celery, so this is what you can use. The stems of coriander. Use them in Chinese stir-fried cooking, in pastas, in pizza sauces, and in Western dishes. So this is good for Western cooking. Now how to chop coriander? It's very important first to wash coriander. So as you wash, you need to dry them. You cannot just chop them immediately, because the moment you chop them, then you need to use them immediately. And if you don't dry them, then they will get rotten in no time. So when you wash, you spread them like this on a brown paper and then dry it up. It helps you preserving coriander for a longer time. So as you dry them, then you can chop them. Now chopping coriander finely is a big art. Sometimes here, for chopping, after cleaning up, bring all the bunches together, and then what you need to do is, the bunch needs to be bigger. Cut from the center, pile it on top. For chopping coriander, how do you do? Press them together, like how you would have a sack of hay, and then from one side, start chopping. turn this around. That's the trick. So turn it around, the bundle gets pressed and chopping becomes easier. And chopping is little at an angle you are seeing. As you are seeing, the chopping happens this way, around 15 degree. Turn it around and then chop it further. So this is how you chop coriander leaves absolutely finely. There you go. There you see. This is a fine chopping of coriander leaves. So for drying coriander leaves, you need to spread like this and keep it in a dry area where the moisture dries up, and then you can use for a longer time, especially in restaurants where the usage of coriander is a lot. So you can dry them up a bit and then use it probably for 2 days.